Hey, welcome back. Another episode of Bill Super Today. Ta-da! Anyway, last time, what happened is I was working on the engine, doing some of the wiring. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what that looks like now, so that way you guys are caught up to where I am at. Okay, so there was a bit of hodgepodge hot wiring things. A lot of it is just testing to see before I actually fully solder or clip everything in. A lot of it is off to a good start. So anyway, let me start you all the way from the inside. So what we've done to start is from the ignition, the back of the ignition, these wires are for the dash lights, which let me show you those really quickly because they're pretty dope. See that? Dash looking good? Oh yeah, look at that. That is so retro and I love it. It's just got the blue, the teal, and the red, the italic font and white gauges. That is so perfect. And yes, I spent a lot on those. $8 was how much they cost. I actually didn't buy them. My brother-in-law and sister got them for me, which is great. But yeah, $8. Had to wire those in myself, but no big deal. Pretty easy. Back to the wiring though. So you see there's these two wires, the black one on the bottom and the red one on top. The red one is power from when the key is on the run position or the on position, and the black one is from when it's on the crank. So those wires, this one's only hot when cranked, that one's only hot when on. So following these around the car, they come out here. This crank one splices off. There was a wire for the starter signal wasn't getting through, so I had that spliced to there. It's just alligator clipped right now because I wasn't sure if that's where it's going to go, and I just needed to test it to make sure it is. And it is, so that's good. This other red wire runs into here, and we have it bundled up into connections here, so that way all the ones that need to go on. And if you're like, Philip, please show me exactly where to go. Hold on. I promise I will do a more in-depth review of where everything goes once it's all running. I just don't want to say, hey, this is how you wire 1JZ and then have it be incorrect. But once it's running, I promise I will do probably a series of 3 or 4 very boring videos, but on how to get your car going and running with a 1JZ, starting from how to pull your engine off and how to put the new one in and how to wire it up. So I promise you it is coming. I just want to get everything complete because I have not done the fuel system yet. Aside from that, I have this wire going to positive or power permanent. This is for things that always need to be on, which are like this throttle that goes on. The signal does go on for it once I do the crank though, but the power for it is always there. And then in addition to that, there's the power for the ECU itself. As for the alternator is wired up. There's it's underneath there. So let me just go ahead and give the car a quick crank so I can show you where I'm at right now. All right, key is off. It's on the accessory. It's on. And then crank. So you hear that? That's the starter. I think it may be because the voltage is a little low. I need to check that. I just threw the battery on the charger this morning. I think the battery's shot, which maybe I have to get a new one. But even when it does run, I've had it with the starter going. It's just getting one good click. I'm pretty sure what's happening is the solenoid is trying to push the gear and just crank the flywheel, and the teeth aren't lining it up, so I'm going to give it a couple taps with the hammer, see if I can get it to shoot right in. And yeah, I think that's where we're at this step. Hopefully I don't have to take the solenoid apart. Not, it's just a couple bolts to get the starter off, and then we'll work on it from there. So I'm going to go ahead and check the battery voltage, and then we'll catch up from there. Let me take this mini tangent if you want to check out my nice clothing rack here with all these super cool shirts that are just being lined up. Yeah, those are coming. I'll talk more about those at the end of the video. I do have more than red too, so you might want to wait for those. It's gonna be a good deal. All right, I was wondering why my throttle wasn't turning on. I don't know if you heard in the last video it wasn't, or it was going, but this time it wasn't. Turns out the wire just came off, and that's all that it is. But I'm gonna actually take off this wheel at least, because I keep hopping under the car, and this wheel is just a bit of a pain in the way. And also I need to fix the curb rash on it too. And I'm going to replace the brake lines. And I might as well do it to the back ones, but I'm just going to take off this front one because I have to do the brake lines and all of them anyway. And it'd be easier to see if the wheel spins if it's not on a stand. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take this one off and jump under and see about what to do, because I'm a little confused at this point. Alright, got the wheel off, set it over there. I don't know. So I just mentioned a couple things that may be wrong with the starter. The battery's at full charge, and usually for clicking, what I've been hearing is that it's really just the battery being dead, I'm at 12 volts. I don't know if I showed you that, or it's actually like at 13 because I hooked up as well. But what I'm wondering if it's just not getting all the amps across or the right amount. I want to say it's like 850, 550. What is it? Oops, 525, 525. So I'm gonna see if that battery has about the same, and then go ahead and see if I could switch them over and see, or maybe just put this battery into the Galant and see if that'll start it. Just gonna try to do that before I start taking the starter apart, and we'll give that a shot. So throttle's still not hooked up yet. I haven't put that back together, but that just will really mean that I can't really adjust to idle at the moment, which isn't a big deal because if it won't start at all. So I was taking this battery out, and I noticed that that lead right there is pretty heckin' corroded. The other one's not bad, you can't really see it, but that one's pretty corroded. There was quite a bit on. So I think what I'm going to do before yanking this battery and put it on the Galant behind us, I think I'm going to just take some sandpaper, try sanding off the leads, and then see where this goes. Because this battery was good before I got it, or before I took the car out of commission. So yeah, I don't have an amp tester right now, but let's sand that down and then give the car another start at cranking. Off, accessory, on, and here goes crank. Nothing. Well, I do have another test to do before I switched the batteries over again. So this time it didn't make any noise at all, which was different last time. So I'm gonna try hooking up the charger and seeing if that gets that to make noise. If that gets it to make noise, then I'm pretty sure that it's the battery. Reason being then, if it doesn't make noise of that, because I know it has before, then that means I need to check some wiring again to get back to where we were. But yeah, if it makes noise of that, my guess is that I doubt. In fact, I'm almost positive that that does not put out the amps needed to run the starter. So if it's just running out the amps that we're going through there, then I totally understand it. We'll try flipping it out with that one and go, because this one, I've heard you can go as low as 300. So let's just go ahead and hook this up, give it another shot, and hope at least we hear some clicking. Alright, the battery from the Galant is in. I'm going to have to stretch these cords a little bit, though luckily the battery's a bit thinner this way. I think I can get them stretched over. It's a smaller battery, but gives a higher amp output on cold crank. This is a 785, and the other one was a 530, I believe, or 560. Anyway, I'm going to hook it up, give it another start, and hope it's good. This battery is good. I use it on the Galant, which is my daily, so I also just cranked it over to make sure it runs. So fingers crossed. Let's hook it up and see if this one actually does something. Alright, batteries are attached. It's a little the battery's it's in there. It'll work just enough to see if it's the battery. Let's give it another crank and see what's happening, and then hopefully we don't have to pull the starter. Is all I'm really hoping for. So yeah, fingers crossed it's just a battery. Off, accessory, on, and here goes crank. Oh my god, did you hear that? Oh, woo! Okay, that's cool. That is cool. That is cool. Oh, oh no way. No heckin' way. Okay, I gotta get it. Oh my gosh. We are doing that again. That is so cool. Okay. Oh my gosh. No way. Okay, it's on and. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I don't know what to do from here. But that's cool. I was not expecting that to happen at all. Wow, okay. I have more work to do. Wow, okay, I have to figure out what to do next, so I will get back to you later. Hey, it's Shirtless Phil in the middle of the night. I was editing the video, and I realized that the video's like almost 10 minutes in, and it will be 10 minutes with this clip added, and I've not even gotten through a quarter of the footage that I thought was going to be this video. So I'm going to cut it off here because up next I had to start working on fuel, getting the fuel pump going. So I didn't want to, and that's a long process, so I didn't want to just bore you guys to death by making like a 40-minute video. Anyway, this is it. With those shirts you guys saw at the beginning, go ahead and check the Instagram post or go to my Instagram. I should have some stories highlighted for you with the details on that. It's just 15 bucks a shirt. Just DM me through Instagram right now because that's all I have. This is just a trial run. If it works out, we'll get things going a bit more. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. You are truly the best. So dislike, unsubscribe, leave your hand in comments, guys. Bye.